Hey guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. Today I want to go over what's being added to the Game Pass here at the end of August and at the beginning of September, and also what's leaving. And there are some very big titles that are leaving the Game Pass. Normally we have, a kind of good shift between what's being added and what's leaving. This time I think it's totally lopsided. I think what we're losing far outweighs what we're getting. So let's dive right into it. So on console today, you can download Spiritfarer. It's being added to the Game Pass. This looks like a very interesting kind of weird game. There is some customization where you can build up this boat that the character has, but it's all about death and leaving behind these individuals that you meet. They are spirits that have not quite crossed over yet, and you are basically welcoming them and then helping them and then letting them cross over. It's a very weird and interesting game, but one that might be worth checking out. A couple days on August 20th, Battletoads will be releasing. You can go ahead and pre-install it from the Game Pass. This is a new Battletoads game. Up to 3 people can play. It's one of those quirky, fun games that I think would be fun playing co-op, maybe not so much by yourself, but August 20th, that game will be available. And on August 20th, we have Don't Starve Giant Edition. This is a survival game. The art style is very interesting. You're basically trying to keep this man alive until the end of the game. He's a scientist that's been trapped in this weird wilderness world, and you fight all these supernatural creatures. It looks like an interesting game. Definitely one that I think would be a short play, but one you might want to check out. Oh, on August 21st, we get new Super Lucky's Tale. It's just like the original Super Lucky's Tale, but there are some slight differences between it. New Super Lucky's Tale was released on the Switch after the original came out, and I don't think people really realized that it was actually a different version of the game. There's little subtle differences inside the game that make it new. It's a little bit more polished, so that will be added to the Game Pass as well. So on August 27th, we get Hypnospace Outlaw. It's a very strange computer game set in the 90s where you basically look for wrongdoers on the computer while also multitasking, making sure you're not getting any viruses. And there's a little bit of customization. That's a bit of a quirky game. Also on August 27th, Tell Me Why Chapter 1 will be on the Game Pass. We got to see a little bit of this in the Xbox Game Showcase. The story looks fantastic. You're following these two brother and sister trying to figure out their childhood, and they have a supernatural bond. It's a very narrative-driven game, and it actually looks really good. On August 28th, we have Double Kick Heroes. This game is a shoot 'em up, but it's also a rhythm game. Very odd to me. It looks 8-bit-ish. Yeah, definitely not going to check that one out, but you may find it interesting. On August 28th, Wasteland 3 will be added to the Game Pass, one of the bigger games being added. It's a squad-based RPG game, so that is probably one of the biggest titles that's actually being added to the Game Pass. And arguably the biggest game being added to the Game Pass, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is being added. I'm excited about this game. I've played 6 pretty recently, and so I definitely want to jump into 7, even though it is completely different. I would say that is the biggest title being added, and I'm actually the most excited about that game. Okay, so let's go over what we are losing on August 31st. Creature in the Well, Gianna Sisters Twisted Dreams, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 HD, Metro Last Light Redux, the Jackbox Party Pack 3. Okay, so not a whole lot there, but there's still some quality games there that we're losing. September 1st, we lose NBA 2K20. That's going to be a big one for a lot of people. Understandable with the new 2K coming out, but I feel like those that don't own the physical copy will be upset about that. The ginormous one is September 7th. Red Dead Redemption 2 is leaving the Game Pass. It feels like we just got it. I've not even played it since it's been on the Game Pass, and it's already leaving. So definitely a lot there that outweighs what we're gaining. But what do you guys think? Are you disappointed that Red Dead's leaving? I feel like the swap with GTA 5 kind of made it okay, but now the fact that it's leaving, what feels like very soon, I hope that there's something else coming that's going to make up for it, because I'm excited about Resident Evil. Tell Me Why Chapter 1 looks interesting, but to lose Red Dead 2 when I would eventually get around to playing it, I do play 2K20. That right there alone is worse for me. What do you think? Are you glad of what we're getting? Are you okay with what's leaving? Let me know down below, and as always, thanks for watching.